Hello, my name is Mario for X Bodybuilding, and welcome to the channel. Hey guys, so before we get started, just want to ask you if you enjoy this content to please subscribe, comment, like, tell a friend, to be appreciated. And if you want to check out my X channel, just look on my homepage. I have a link there. And if you want to support me there, please follow me there. That'd be appreciated. I am doing a little bit different content on both channels. So, check it out. See if there's stuff there that you like as well. And for right now, we'll leave it there and let's get to the video. Hey guys, so today is going to be my 2-week update from May 25th to June 7th. So before we talk about what I'm doing, I just want to go over some stuff within the IFBB Pro. Just want to talk about blessing Awurubu, the boogeyman. I was listening to Ivan Bodybuilding, and he made a comment how the way Blessing looked on stage, I think it was for the California Pro, I believe it's what it was, but whatever, his last show he just did, that if it was up to him, he wouldn't have even stepped on stage looking that way there. And if it was his client, he would have told him not to go on stage. For me personally, I respect Blessing for going on stage. I don't know how the IFBB Pro, like the Olympia and all them, are supposed to promote a product if they don't know if the product's even going to show up, right? Like, the product is the bodybuilders. That's what people are going to see. So if you don't know if that person is really going to show up, I mean, we all understand if there's something really bad that happened to that individual, that those circumstances do come up, and you understand that. But if just because for that prep there it didn't go as well as planned, and they decide I'm not going to show up, if everybody follows that way of doing things, like I didn't go my way, so I'm not going to show up, how are they supposed to promote a product? Because people go there to see the individual, right? You go there to see Derek Lunsford, Samson Dowda, Hardy Chupin, wherever your bodybuilder that you like or whatever. So, okay, maybe if the guy doesn't show up bang on, it may not be so exciting, but at least the guy showed up, right? And when we're Blessing, he can just keep improving. We're all understandable people here. Things happen, right? The prep, maybe it worked out good, maybe it didn't. It happened to Martin Fitzwater. His prep didn't work out so well, right? So he just focused on improving. I mean, that's understandable, but when people just don't show up because they didn't work out so well and they want to give the best product, well, I mean, if everybody does that, how do you promote that? How do you promote a show, right? If you're promoting a play, like, you're promoting the experience. If the people, you don't promote, there may be a show that night if the actors decide to show up or not, right? It doesn't work that way. And if you're saying, that's why they have second actors to replace the other ones, what if they do the same thing, right? If we want to go down that road, we could play that game and just say, well, that one could do the same thing, and then no, you're not going to get a show. The point is, you can't promote a show if you don't know if these guys are going to show up or not. And why would I want to pay to go to a show, but buy a ticket, I say 2 months ahead of time for a show, and to see the guy I want to see, then 2 weeks beforehand, just because he ain't looking the way he wanted to look, he doesn't show up, what happens to my money, right? It just ruins it for me. So anyways, that's my opinion. I think if you say you're going to show up. If something really bad happens, everyone's understandable, but excluding that, if you don't look so great, well, that's life. Show up. At least you did that and improve for next time, right? So those are my thoughts on that. I just want to talk about about a lot of people are saying about the Olympia. There's too much going on in the background and all that. For me personally, it doesn't bother me, but I'm not at the level of some of these other guys are that see things a little bit different. So I can understand their perspective on this. And I can also understand the Olympia's perspective on this because they want to make it, entertaining and all that in other ways as well, right? So my thoughts are this, right? Let's say you got let's say you open bodybuilders, right? And you got all your guys for the Olympia. Now you need guys to show up in order to do this. You can't be just throwing money out the door, right? So let's say you got your Derek Lunsford's going to show up, Samson and all them. So you talk to them beforehand and say listen, when you come on to go do your own personal performance, right? Your solo performance, whatever they call it, right? Your individual routine. We want to do like an intro on the back screen, right? So can you work with us for, we'll take your music, and by the way, they need to really look through the music, make sure there's no vulgar language. Let's use your music, and we'll work with you to create a background that you want for your intro. Then once the intro is done, then the background will just fade away and go to whatever, like a black background, whatever the individual bodybuilder wants. Maybe that bodybuilder wants more stuff happening in the background. It's up to that individual there, right? But at least you give them the option, and I think that would make everybody else happy. Like even when you're doing your group performances, right? When the guys come on, you could do like a flashy intro, but once they come in to start posing, you could fade the background into a black, right? So you could go back and forth with that and make it busy when it's not important, and then take away the busyness when the guys are actually posing, so that way they're happy, and I guess a lot of fans want the non-busy background, so they'll be happy as well, right? So I think there's a way around that to make things exciting, and I think everybody will win at the end of the day. But again, something like that has to be planned out between, let's say, like the Olympia and the competitor, and you can't do that if you don't know for sure the guy's going to show up, because that takes time, that takes people's efforts to make this happen. So you have to have a pretty much general idea that these guys are going to show up. So that's my opinion on that. So we'll leave that there for right now. Just talk about myself and from my experience. Like I don't know if you know, but I am on a cut right now. Started my cut on May the 1st, so it's June 7th now. I started off on May 1st as weighing 251 pounds. Now I weighed in this morning at 238 pounds, so that's 13 pounds of weight I've lost. That's going pretty good for my weightlifting. Like my body, like you guys may know, I'm doing a lot of body work, releasing a lot of old injuries. So my bodybuilding is coming awesome. I'm getting a lot of good PRs pretty much every day. Today I did legs. I filmed my deadlifts that I did. You'll see that on a future video. But at one point, my abs and my back kind of tightened up. So it didn't work as well as I would have wanted it to be. But it's all part of it. It's all a learning experience. So but basically, my workout today wasn't I didn't pull off a lot of PRs like my other workouts. On my front quad squats, where the weight's in the front, I'll show you a video one day on that machine there. But that one there, I got a good PR. But besides that, everything else, I pretty much just stayed or didn't really push too hard. But yeah, you take it as it comes, right? Like your body's always changing when you're doing really deep healing, and you can't expect every day to be as awesome as the last one or whatever, right? So, but overall, I'm happy with how my body's changing. It's working out good, and hopefully at the end of this cut, we'll have a pretty good product. And whatever the case may be, what I'll be able to see is where I need to do more work on, where I need to do more muscle development. And so I think it's going to be a pretty good learning experience. So I think it's going to be interesting. But anyways, I'll leave it there. See you next video.